What's up guys, Cloudie here, checking in with Vespa's sneak peek notice for the second update of December. So let's get right to it. Let's see what Vespa has in store for us. Now, as you can see already on the screen, we have two new heroes that will appear in the game. These are Reheat and Repeat, or Rihetto, I guess that's what his anime name. So these are the characters that appeared in the king.sreid animation, and now they are being transported over to the game itself. Now this is a bit of a surprise to some, including me, because we were expecting Lucikiel to be released. I guess that's off the table for now. Let's see what these two guys can do. So they are Dark Elves. One of them is a magic type warrior and the other is a magic type assassin. If you have watched the anime, then you more or less know about their characters. Yeah, I don't know, like they do look okay-ish. I think he looks a bit too much, Reheat looks a bit too much like Dimil, and some pointed out that the lightning flash sounds a bit too much like Reina herself. Yeah, it could be. Also, both are magic, which could be good, it could be bad. The experience of 2020 was that anything magic released or related wasn't really great, so we will see about that. They do come with their own special dungeon, at the end of which, or at the prologue, you will be able to obtain both of them as 5-star heroes. So they come for free. That's kind of nice. I like that. Especially my alt can use 2 more magic heroes, being a magic main after all. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, story dungeons always come with nice stuff. Should be good enough, but yeah, there is no mention of any other dungeons, which some people are missing, like Christmas dungeons and stuff. But let's move on, we will find out more about them later on. Now this is something a lot of people have been waiting for. Technomagic Crafting will receive the additional skill crafting option, so you can select which skill line you craft for, but of course it comes at a price. Additional boss crystals and Technomagic Experiment Report will be required. So they did gate it after all. Not really a surprise. I guess the real question is how gated it will be, how many of these it will cost. Right now these reports can only be obtained from the weekly quest, so that's really gated. And yeah, we will have to see. I guess the optimal approach will be to like craft randomly for the class that you want to get, and if you do not get the lines that you wish to obtain, then use your last set of crystals to get the line selector and use it on that. But of course you also need to save up some for the rerolls, and you need to consider how many reroll reforged tickets you have, because it can get pretty expensive. Like you can easily go like 50 tickets for a single stat to reroll. But I guess that will be the approach, because that way you also gain fodder to grind down, so you get those cubes that you can use to star up the TM gears. So we'll see. I said I believe the real question is just how gated this will be. We have already expected there to be a cost, so there's nothing new. We get the new League of Honor costumes, and it's Annette and Lucius. Now that's a curious choice, and Annette looking, well, interesting. What's that, like Dark Lord Annette or something? And there is no picture of Lucius, sadly. I saw a comment on Facebook where they were saying like how Annette went from good day madam, how can I have you, to your son calls me mommy too. I think that's funny, and it kind of fits the costume. Yeah, I guess some people will like it, some others will not. We will see how the other one looks like, and then yeah, whatever. Also, more Christmas costumes. We get Kirze, Hanus, Isolet, Evan, May, Nikki, Dosarta, Sarah. So interesting. Yeah, some people want it, other heroes of course, but that's how it goes. There are some who haven't received new costumes for a very long time, while some of these have received just recently. So I really like the signature motion of Hanus. Like, just look at that. I was fully expecting her to punch that snowman, but just the way she flips off that hat is kind of cute and nice, even if I'm not the biggest Hanus fan. But yeah, I really like this motion. Like, look at that, puff. Okay, returning raider jumping event. Now, so this is for people who have quit the game, haven't logged in for some time. I think it's like 2 weeks or something that needs to happen for this to be triggered. I'm not quite sure, but once per account, if you start playing again, you will get this returning raider jumping order. This is like the Estelle mission, so you need to do missions and you get rewards for it. But this is only for returning players, and there is no mention of anything about the Estelle missions being reset or anything for existing players. And yeah, like Vespa, we had the Estelle missions going on forever. Please give us something. I really do like those. It comes with freebies, and it gives a sense of purpose, you know, something that you do and achieve and get through, and that just helps you play the game, I think. So it would be really nice if they renewed that. And of course, the freebies are always good. But they mention here that they are also preparing many more events to celebrate the year-end and New Year, and will bring more news soon, but they haven't really shared anything about that, so I guess until next week we will just have to farm TM crystals like there is no tomorrow, because we still have the both the stamina event and the extra drop event, so this is the time to prepare for these selector crafters. Which also means that I need to do it on my alt, finally get to chapter 10 and just get through it. Now let's see, there is a post about the development of Reheat and Repeat. Well, they talk about a lot about the story and how what the concept art is, so that's a giant wall of text, not really interesting. They do mention that they think that the costumes look a bit plain because they have transported them from the anime. I mean, some of these look nice, and like this has quite a nice decoration to it, I think, while still looking like normal clothes slash armor, so that's not too bad. The one thing I actually like is that because they are imported from the anime, they are kind of age restricted and aren't overly revealing, which for me is a refreshing thing, but your mileage may vary there, so there is that. But yeah, I still think Reheat looks too much like Demel. Like, I know some of my friends have actually confused the two. So yeah, I actually wouldn't mind seeing more non-human characters, even if appearing in the stories or as NPCs or whatever, because technically we have like 3 elves, 1 dark elf, we have 1 orc, 1 goblin, and 1 harpy, and of course there is lizard wizard. But other than that, I think we don't have any active characters, that playable characters, and that are not human or humanoid. And yeah, it would be nice, like even if just to be introduced into their world and see more about them. I think world building is really important in a fantasy game, so it would be cool to see more of those. So in that regard, I guess seeing Reheat and Repeat would be kind of nice. And here we can see their skills. Now, there is a new concept that Vespa introduced with them, and this is like a duo combo type of attack. So if you have, the way they describe it is like that it might be a proc, so a chance based kind of thing, so not something you actively use. And you can see how it looks like. It looks pretty cool. It sounds a bit like a balancing nightmare to actually make it so, because they do say that they want to have both Reheat and Repeat to be valuable or useful individually, so not just together. But then yeah, that like becomes kind of hard, because if they are already good alone and then get even better together, that just makes it like strange. And then if they are only good together, that also is very limiting. So we will see how that turns out with actual game numbers. Yeah, looking forward to actually seeing that. We also have an animation which I cannot play again, I guess, because I need to reload the page for that. Let's see. This is so weird, it never works on the first time. Let's just quickly check how this actually looks like. We get one of those fancy demons that I really hate fighting in the labyrinth. And then we see Reheat and Repeat attacking it. Now, I don't know, this skin particularly had me feeling like Sword Art Online vibes. Kirito and Asuna like doing the whole switch thing and killing a boss together, like the very first boss that they defeat. I don't know why, but it kind of had me feeling like remembering that scene. And then if you go on, we get to see some of their animations there. Well, that's what this describes it, that like with Reheat they wanted to give more strength and speed, while Repeat is more about precision and speed, so that's what they wanted to like show in the visuals of the skill. So yeah, I guess we will see how they turn out. We don't really know more about their characters just yet. I hope they will not be inflicted by the magic curse and become actually like valuable or useful characters. They do not have to be overpowered, just not be like really underpowered and not really useless other than being eye candy and collector stuff. So yeah, we will see about that. And finally, there is one event that they have already started, which is like the make your meme event. Basically, you need to download these pictures, put a text on it and share it somewhere on social media, and then do your and link your images, or fill in this form, this Google form, and link your images there. And the rewards are not bad: unique weapon fragments, stamina potions, reforged tickets. If you like making memes, I know some people do, then this is your chance. Yeah, we'll see about if you guys come up with some nice memes or whatever. And yeah, that's it really, guys. That's all they have revealed for now. I do hope that they have not forgotten about the Soul Soul Judgment upgrade or update, because they promised to do that, and I'm really hoarding for that now. I have like 25k fragments on my main, and my alt has like 7 or something, so I really would like them to actually release that and not forget about it. And the other one was the Soul Weapon Transfer Ticket, which they have also promised to do, so that would be kinda cool as well. So yeah, we'll see how this patch turns out. So far they haven't really released much, but of course, new dungeon, new heroes, new costumes, that's all good stuff. I hope that they make the Christmas and New Year season really fancy and with lots of rewards, and then maybe people will also feel better about the game. So let me know, guys, do you feel like, will these characters be good? Do you actually watch the anime? I've watched like the first 7 episodes or so, but it's kind of hard to watch where I live, so haven't gotten around to see the rest yet. But yeah, I'm still planning to finish it at some point, even though I heard that a lot of people have dropped it by now. So okay, too much talk, that's it for now. Cloudie out, see you in the next one, bye bye.